Sami in his opening promo against Seth was spitting, calling him a jealous hypocrite and everything. And it makes sense because everything Seth is saying and doing right now is exactly what Roman did and said. And if their story goes exactly where I think it's going, where Braun eventually turns on him and Paul Heyman, it definitely would be a repeat of Bloodline situation. If anyone on the roster would have picked up on that, it would be Sami Zayn. So it was a nice use of continuity and history there. Mommy and the Tiny Chief then put on a pretty good match before, of course, another DQ. But it looks like we're heading toward the tag match between the four at Backlash that hopefully marks the start of their main roster journey because they don't really need NXT anymore, especially Roxanne. Logan Paul, of all people, being Jey Uso's first opponent of his title reign sucks. I would understand him more if he was the 4th or 5th, but him being the first just doesn't sit right with me. Hopefully this isn't a Kofi Mania 2.0 where it's all build and no reign, because Jey Uso deserves an actual reign. Speaking of Kofi, the New Day and Pat on commentary was hilarious. We need to see more of that. Oh yeah, and the match they were commentating was pretty good too. The segment between Becky and Lyra gave more shine and importance to the IC title than the 5 months she held it beforehand. Because with this one segment alone, I'm hooked, I'm intrigued. Becky doesn't even have to win. In fact, I kind of want Lyra to retain because it will give her more credibility, honestly. But they're most likely going to give it to Becky and have Bayley return and have that be the feud going into SummerSlam. I'm not complaining, but that's just me. Ivy Nile and Stephanie Vaquer put on a pretty good match. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And it looks like Stephanie's been unofficially called up now, and I'm not complaining. I would say I would prefer her going to SmackDown because that women's division really does need help, at least compared to Raw anyway. Pat stayed 10 toes down, and he's like, yo, I'm loyal to Michael Cole, so whatever you do to him, I gotta spin the block. And Nick Aldis, who was the temporary GM for the night, made it official for Backlash. It is kind of where Gunther went from WWE Champion Mania in his first match post-Mania is versus Pat. I love Pat, but just like the Jey Uso one, this could have been saved for a later day. This kind of feels a little, like weird, like The main event is here and Sami has to make the decision whether to stay on Raw and deal with Seth or go to SmackDown and get an undisputed title opportunity. Sami's like, you know who I am? Have you ever seen me run away? Of course not. I'm not running away. Are you crazy? And then Braun music came out and he just destroyed Sami in the match. The match ended in a no contest. It was that bad. This new faction is going to be a problem. And if they add more people, oh boy, this faction has all-time potential. And that was Raw. Raw this week wasn't as good as last week, but that would be a near impossible task for any Raw to do, because last week was an all-time one. But this one wasn't that bad. Hopefully Raw can keep the momentum going into Backlash in the next couple weeks after, because they cooking right now. But hey, those are my thoughts on Raw. Let me know yours in the comments below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that noti bell for more wrestling videos. This is the Ghost of Wrestling signing out. See ya.